Hello everyone, it's Akan from Coaching with Akan, here with you today. Let me know where you're watching me. Are you at home or are you at your friend's house scrolling down the Facebook feed? Either way, I'd love to hear in the comments. Today I wanted to talk about vulnerability. So when I woke up today, I was inspired to look up the definition of vulnerability, and a beautiful definition came up by Urban Dictionary that I'm going to read to you guys and share with you today. So it says that vulnerability is being completely and rawly open. It is being unguarded with your heart, with your mind, and with your soul. It happens when you completely trust. When you completely trust in pain. When you completely trust in joy. Vulnerability is being exposed with all emotions that make it easy for someone to do emotional damage or healing. Vulnerability is a surrender of control. Wow, I think that's such a full definition of vulnerability, and it was exactly what I'm looking for. Vulnerability means joy, and vulnerability means pain at the same time. You can't experience true joy if you don't experience true pain. So can you imagine what it would feel like if you were to decide to be unguarded with your heart and allow yourself to feel pain? What if you decided to stop protecting your heart and allow yourself to feel pain? What would happen? Or on the other spectrum, what would happen if you decided to be unguarded with your heart and feel joy and feel the true definition of love? Because vulnerability involves these two things. You can't have one without the other. So it's funny because I remember 2 years ago when I started this journey of coaching, I realized my biggest obstacle would be vulnerability. I realized that being vulnerable is the obstacle that's holding me from my greatness. And I can imagine that's probably a lot of people's biggest obstacle, is being vulnerable, wanting to share something that's like being scared to share something that you hold dear to you. And I think the reason why we feel this way, the reason why we don't want to share something that we hold dear to us, is because we feel that in sharing this thing that's important to us, we're losing something. In sharing, we've equated sharing ourselves with losing, and that's why we don't share a lot of personal things. That's why sometimes we don't want to connect with people, or it's hard to connect with people because we're not sure what to say. Instead of just saying what's true for us and what we believe and what we love, we're all afraid that we're going to be judged for it. And I'd also it'd be great to consider what would happen if you did decide to share something that's dear to you with someone, and instead of maybe the idea of losing something, what if actually it would make you more powerful? Because it's funny, as part of this definition from the Urban Dictionary that I found, I took out one part that didn't actually make sense to me. And that part says that vulnerability is the surrender of your personal power. I don't believe that vulnerability is the surrender of your personal power, because your personal power is something that comes within. But when we're in pain, of course, we don't feel like we have much power. We feel like things are happening to us. But that's our perception that comes with pain. But truly, when we're in pain or when we're in joy, we actually have more power. The more we share of ourselves, the more power we have, because we're helping others to feed themselves as well, because everyone is looking for something real to connect to. And if everybody holds back, then there's never going to be any real connection. So that's one part that I didn't agree with that dictionary, Urban Dictionary definition. I think that's all I had to share today. Thank you for watching, and have a good week.